Hey there, Brett here with Quarter Properties, your Myrtle Beach area real estate expert. Today I wanted to chat with you a little about what is going on with new construction here in our Myrtle Beach area market. In my June recap, I hit on it a little bit, but I really wanted to take a deeper dive in what we're seeing across the area because new construction homes are definitely homes that folks are drawn to, especially in their retirement years. So that way they're hoping they can get a good 10 to 20 years of minimal maintenance on a home. So obviously for those reasons, it makes new construction very desirable, and it comes with the warranties that the builder offers. So those homes are desirable. But I want to talk about what is going on, because things are definitely changing. And if you're considering new construction in our area, you will want to pay attention. So let's talk about this. New construction prices, the average price for a home closed in June was $335,000, okay? At the peak, the closing price 4 years ago was $387,000, all right? So $52,000 of margin has disappeared on new construction homes. Now, builders don't just let $50-some thousand worth of margin disappear and continue with the same practices. And to give you an idea, while prices were working their way up in 2020, 2021, 2022, on the sales price of homes, well, builders are still buying lots during that phase. In fact, a lot of lots and communities that they plan to start homes on. And when the average prices are going up, well, then the builders are willing to pay more for new lots that they're buying, because they're anticipating those pricing levels holding consistent and or potentially increasing. That's what they're hoping for. Well, so what has happened? Interest rates have gone up over the last, few years compared to their historic lows. And then buying levels, even though we're still a very busy and active market, buyers have not been buying at the level that they anticipated. All right. So when we look at that, like here's some insight. In June of this year, we had 422 new construction homes go pending. Well, in June of 22, we had 290. So it's still a very, very active market, but builders have not been able to get the price points that they were getting 4 years ago. So what are they doing? How are they responding? Because that's pretty much all the margin on the home, okay? So they're not going to continue selling homes at break even and or at a loss. So what are they doing? They're slowing down, all right? They're slowing down their inventory model. So when we look at it now, we're down to 3.1 months of supply of new construction homes, whereas at the peak, we were around 5.1 months, okay? 2 months of supply is a huge difference in inventory, leaning from 3.1 being definitely a seller's market, to getting close to what we would consider a buyer's market at that 5.1, months of supply. So they are lowering inventory levels to one, so they can stop losing money on homes. Okay, so they're lowering inventory levels. They've got these lots they've paid higher, price points for. So they are going with different strategies to either, hit the pause button, slow down until prices recover some, so then they can start building on those, or just in general lowering the supply of homes in the Myrtle Beach area so that prices go up. Because as we just saw, the level of pending sales is way up from 4 years ago, but the prices aren't. So the people still want to live here. They still want to buy here, okay? But the builders haven't been able to get the price they want. If they can slow down the supply, then they're going to be able to, their hopes are that they're going to be able to recoup some of their margin with an elevated price point. So to give you an idea, the last few years, kind of how it will work as we're helping folks would come down 6 months to a year before they were ready. We would drive around, we'd look at some neighborhoods, we'd get a real good feel about maybe 3 or 4 neighborhoods they want to be in. And, and as long as it was early in the phase, let's say they were in phase 1 and they might have phase 2 and 3 still to go, then we could feel very good that, this is going to be an option for you 6 months to a year from now. You could go back, take your time, get your house on the market. And then when you got your house on the market and you got it under contract, you could come back down and we'd have a lot of houses to go see. Okay. We have a lot of houses to go see that kind of fit what you were looking for in those same neighborhoods. And you could go to contract on one that was maybe, either ready and just sitting there, what we call never occupied, and or one that was going to be ready in the next month or two. And a lot of times you might even have room to negotiate there because the home was sitting there with a certificate of occupancy and it hadn't been sold yet. And so they'd be willing to negotiate down. So now inventories, now that they pulled back, they slow things down. What's it look like moving forward? More planning for sure. Right now we're seeing way more what we call to be built homes being advertised. So these builders are advertising homes in their communities that have not started, have not broken ground. They're just kind of putting them out there kind of like an ad, getting you interested in the community. Unfortunately, sometimes it's just a base price that you're seeing before you choose the lot premium, the upgrades, those kind of things. So that can be a little deceiving. But the builders are advertising a lot of to-be-built homes to kind of get you to the neighborhood. Well, then once you're there, it's moving back more towards things would have been well before pre-COVID, back in 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, where you get interested in the neighborhood, you go in there, you pick a floor plan, you pick a lot, you pick your options out, and then they start your build, and your home will be ready in 7 months or so. But here's the thing. Now, a lot of these builders will not do a home to sell contingency. Some will, like your D.R. Horton, they will, but a lot of these builders will not do a home to sell contingency. They want your home to already be under contract. So that makes it a little bit challenging. So, how do you navigate that? Well, there might be some more, what we're seeing where you may be like getting your home under contract and sold, or once you get your home under contract, then picking your lot, picking your plan in the neighborhood, and having something built that's going to be ready in 7 months or so, and then closing on your home and maybe having to do a 6-month rental, so we are seeing some of that. And then the other side of that is if, maybe new construction might not be the right fit, maybe a late model, recently built home that still has some builder warranty left on it and still has a lot of hopefully low maintenance life left on it. So we'll start to see some more of that. So at the end of the day, our new construction environment is changing in the Myrtle Beach area. They are bringing less homes to market. This does impact you, whether you're looking at new construction or not. The supply is being limited to try to recover some price points and margin. But at the end of the day, you need to be chatting with someone who really understands what's going on in the area, can best help. We'd love to help you. If you go to our description below, you've got a link there where you can shop the latest Myrtle Beach area listings. If you want to chat about your plans and you're thinking about new construction, you're definitely going to want to chat sooner rather than later. My phone number is in there and my email is in there, and we will be talking to you soon.